Nita Singhal, Sergeant Arms for today's meeting. Welcome you all to the meeting of Toastmaster Club of Lucknow. And there are few rules we will follow in today's meeting. Firstly, we will try to keep our phone on silent or switch off mode. Secondly, we will refrain ourselves from talking about sex, politics, or religion. Thirdly, we will, if if we have some work or we want to switch off the video, we'll just first switch off the video and then leave the uh, video. We'll just switch off our video and then leave the video. Please do not cross talk. Please be on mute whenever not required. So please follow these rules for today's meeting. Also, talking about the mission of Toastmasters. In Toastmasters, our mission is to enhance our leadership skills and communication skills. So this is all about today's meeting, setting up today's meeting. Now I hand over the mic to our presiding officer, Toastmaster Archita.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Punita, for setting the tone for today's meeting. And for today, the presiding officer is Toastmaster Suraj. Toastmaster Suraj, over to you.
I'm so sorry.
It's absolutely okay, ma'am. And thank you so much, ma'am, for again setting the tone of the meeting. And moving forward, I welcome all of the Toastmaster present here and guests. And I'm Toastmaster Suraj, and I can understand that the strength of this meeting is not up to that mark. And the reason we all know that today is the grand finale of Champions Trophy between, New Zealand versus India. As just I have seen, there is 22.2 crore viewers at Hotstar right now, and it will touch around 70 to 80 crores for sure, as I have experienced in earlier few matches also. So considering that, I think people who are fond of enjoying matches, watching matches, I think we just cannot bother. But again, this is the power, and this is the speciality of the Toastmaster Club of Lucknow and even other Toastmasters club, that even if there are few members, meeting will be held. And now moving forward, without any further ado, I would request someone on the stage who is from Balia and who is BBA from BVD, Babu Banarshi uh, college, and she is fond of dancing, meeting new people, who loves singing, loves art and cooking food, playing with kids, and moreover, she has been serving the Toastmaster Club of Lucknow since she has joined. Initially, she was the secretary, then later on, vice president education, and now she is serving as the president of the Toastmaster Club of Lucknow. So, ladies and gentlemen, she is none other than Toastmaster Archita Branwas. Put your hands together.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Suraj, for doing the role of presiding officer. So I request everyone to give a big round of applause to both our Sergeant at Arms and presiding officer for today's meeting. Now, I would like to welcome all of you once again in the 186th meeting of Toastmasters Club of Lucknow. Before I start, I can see here there are a few guests in the meeting. So I would like to talk a little bit about who they are, from where they are joining, and what do they expect from Toastmasters. So firstly, we have Toastmaster Harpreet in the meeting from Awadh Hindi Toastmasters Club, if I'm not wrong. So first of all, I'd like to talk to you, Toastmaster Harpreet. Please unmute yourself and let us know about yourself.
Hi, good evening, everybody. Thank you for let me speaking in this meeting. I'm very happy to join the very first English meeting of Toastmasters. I've never ever tried to join a English meeting, as our club is in Hindi format. I love to speak in Hindi, sing in Hindi, but yes, as for the today's scenario, English is also required everywhere in our office, in other places also. If you go to colleges, if you go to schools, anywhere you go, English is also required for up to some level. So being a speaker also, it's my pride presence, and also being a part of today's meeting as it's Toastmasters Club of Lucknow. Lucknow is very close to me. I suppose many of you didn't know that my in-laws are from Lucknow only. So I have a special place for Lucknow in my heart. Whenever it comes to Lucknow, I feel very excited. That's all.
Uh,
Over to you, Archita. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Harpreet, for giving us an intro of yours and telling us how you are connected with Lucknow. The same way I'm connected with Awadh, that every second meeting I jump into the Awadh meetings to practice that Hindi speaking as well, along with English speaking. Thank you so much, and all the best for your speech today. Now, I would like to move further with our another guest present here, Yamuna Pujari. Guest Yamuna Pujari, please unmute yourself and let us know about from where you are joining and how did you get to know about this club.
Good afternoon, all the Toastmasters.
Good afternoon.
Actually, I'm saying good afternoon to you because I'm right now in Bahrain and the time is here 1:52. It's afternoon time. So actually the Toastmaster Harpreet Singh ji sent me the link, speech marathon, and I'm very excited to join and watch everyone so that I can learn from you. That's why I'm here as a guest. All the best to all the evaluators and all the speakers. Thank you so much.
That's amazing, amazing guest, Yamuna ji. So stay with us till the end of the meeting, and I'm sure you will love today's speakers and evaluators as well. Thank you so much for being here. Now I would like to talk to Gulzar Iqbal. Can you please unmute yourself and open your video and let us know about yourself?
Yeah, hi. Myself, Gulzar from Hyderabad. I am part of Tech Mahindra Toastmasters Club. Just now I got free time, so I have joined now this session. We'll see from all of you and we'll learn few things. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, guest Toastmaster Gulzar, for joining our today's meeting. Stay here till the end and let's see our speakers and evaluators today. Now, I would also like to welcome our very new Toastmaster Ajanta Maurya in today's meeting. So let's start with today's meeting finally. As you all know, I am Archita and I am, like as Suraj already told you, I am the president of the club and the MOC for today's meeting as well. So before we begin with our general meeting, let me just add a little twist. So the twist is, after each segment, a Toastmaster meeting has 3 segments: the prepared speeches, table topics, and the evaluation. So after prepared speech, and then after table topics, and again then after evaluations, I will ask a one-word question related to what just happened in the previous segment. For example, in my introduction, Suraj has told what course I've done and from where. Now I can ask a question from where I've done that course and what course I've pursued. You have to answer that. Basically, it's a role of listener. This happens at the end of the meeting. But today, as today we don't have any theme, so for making it more like just don't let the meeting very boring, I would ask questions in between. Now, you all need to be ready to answer quickly because I'll be tossing questions your way in between. So let's set the stage for a fantastic meeting today. First of all, I'd like to call the timer for today's meeting. because every meeting needs a timer to ensure we stay on track. So today our timer is someone very new to the Toastmasters, but she has taken up this crucial role with great enthusiasm. So with that, I would like to call Toastmaster Ajanta Maurya on the stage to explain her role of the timer. Toastmaster Ajanta, the stage is all yours.
Hello everyone, my name is Ajanta Maurya and I am the newest member of Toastmaster as of now. And so my role today is of timer. So since today there will be prepared speeches. So for speech, the timer is of 5 minute, 6 minute, and yellow 7 minute. So for 5 minute, I'll show green card. For 6 minutes, I'll show yellow card, and for 7 minutes, I'll show red card. Similarly, for table topic speech, the timing is of 1 minute, 1.5 minute, and 2 minute. So on 1 minute, I'll show green card, 1.5 minute, I'll show yellow card, and at 2 minutes, I'll show red card. And for evaluation, the timing would be of 2 minute, 2.5 minute, and 3 minutes. So for 2 minute, again green card, 2.5 minutes yellow card, and for 3 minutes red card will be shown. And if you go beyond these red timings, then the speaker would be disqualified. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ajanta, for explaining your role. I would like to add a little. There is a grace period of 30 seconds after every speech, and every speaker can get that. Now, so to call our first speaker, like I'd like to move on to the first session, which is the prepared speeches session, and to call, yes, Toastmaster Shubham.
Sorry to interrupt, Toastmaster Rachita. Also, can Toastmaster Rachita show that how she will be showing the cards? Will be good
Okay.
for the
Yes, I can
speaker.
do that. Oh.
Okay, thank you,
So
Shubham.
this would be the green card,
Yes.
which I would be showing initially at the start for 5 minutes, 1 minute, and 2 minutes, according to the speeches. And this would be, oh, sorry, this would be the yellow card that I would be showing, and then this would be the red card. And after this, 30 seconds of grace period would be allowed.
Yeah, thank you. It's visible. Thank you, Toastmaster Ajanta. Now, let's move forward with our first speaker. And to call our first speaker, I would like to call an amazing evaluator. She is not just any Toastmaster, a 2 times area director, my mentor, a mother, and most importantly, a wonderful human being. I met her I think I met her 2 times only. And she's so kind, so humble, and an inspiration of many because she handles lots of things at the same time. So without further ado, let's call Toastmaster Punita Singhal on stage to call her target speaker. Toastmaster Punita, over to you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Archita, for that warm introduction. And now, so moving to the speeches, prepared speech. So our first speaker is Toastmaster Suraj. And about him, if I talk about him, he hailed from Vaishali, Bihar. He is graduate in history honors. His hobbies are reading books. He loves meeting new people and making good friends. He enjoys doing calisthenics. So we would like to know about calisthenics post this meeting and post the speeches, meditation and breathing exercises. Talking about his role in TMCL, so he has served as SAA and secretary before and currently serving as VP8 for Toastmasters Club of Lucknow. Today, his speech level is level 2, project 2, that is understanding your communication style in the pathway, dynamic leadership. And The purpose of the speech is to identify your primary communication style. So I welcome Toastmaster Suraj. Toastmaster Suraj, the pursuit of my communication style. The pursuit of my communication style, Toastmaster Suraj.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster. A very wonderful good evening to all fellow Toastmaster present here and dear guests. Effective communication is not just about what we say, it's about how we say it and how well we listen to it. Almost effective communication is like dance. And well, this Toastmastering has been teaching me to perform how to dance since the time I have joined. Now, let me share a few events, a story which will clarify it. Back in second half of the last year, I was a newly appointed secretary by my Toastmaster Club of Lucknow. That time, then I needed to undergo the training, but due to my professional commitment, I couldn't make it to the TLI Toastmaster Leadership Institute at Ghaziabad. Later on, my VP head of the club and friendly neighborhood Toastmaster Jatin, he collaborated with the District 98 in the area where I live, that's in Mumbai, and they ensured that yes, I can attend TLTP Toastmaster Leadership Training Program held in TCS campus. Kudos to them. Finally, I got registered and I got confirmation mail to attend the TLTP. I was about to go there, but before I reached there, there was a lots of hesitation inside me. I was a bit afraid, and I was also thinking that I will be the new one there, and everyone will be a stranger to me. How will I be making some talks, and how will I be socializing at that place? But as soon as I went there, I noticed few things to my surprise. I conversed with several people, and later on, we shared lots of thoughts, ideas, and stories. I didn't feel that place that I am totally new here. And that day, I socialized very well. I think, and so many people became my friend, and they are still in my touch. That day, in that social event, I realized that there is one social and a very enthusiastic person hidden inside me which wants to come out. And this resonates with the outcome of the questionnaire or the test, psychological test, which I underwent in my level 2, project 2 of leadership pathways, dynamic pathways. And that is initiating communication style. Now, moving forward, the another communication is a style which I found in me, that is something very different and amazing. A few days back, one of my mentors assigned me a task. He told me that you have to hold a few conversations with people from your friends zone, your family, even a stranger, known, unknown, anyone. But you have to hold conversations, few conversations, and then you have not only to notice how they are talking and how they are behaving, but also you have to observe yourself, your body language, and how you are reacting and responding to their questions. Post all the conversations, I reflected every day after every conversations, and I realized that conversation with new people not only helps us to know more about the person we are talking, but it also increases our self awareness to about ourselves, and that is something which I needed to know. And all those conversations later on helped me to know that I am the person who loves to listen to people who have stories, who have thoughts, and who have ideas to share. At the same time, I noticed that if anyone is not asking anything or any opinion over any issue from myself, I tend to escape it because I don't like sharing anything if it's not asked. And that resonates with the second outcome of my communication style psychological test, and that is supportive communication style. These were the two communication styles where I scored very well. Now I want also to develop two rest of the communication style. Those are analytical and direct communication style, as I want to adapt as per the situation demands. But let me tell you, even I have started. Let me share the yesterday's story. I was on a hiking with one of my friend in Mumbai area. I was exploring the Kolaba market, the fashion market, and the nearby area, including Marine Drive. And while coming back, I was at this shop of K. Rustam Company and ice cream parlor just adjacent to Wankhede Stadium, and both of us wanted to have the ice cream. As soon as I approached the counter, I saw something written on the banner, and it was no only cash is accepted. That time, I both of us made up the mindset that now let's escape it. But that time, the result of the communication style questionnaire reminded me of my direct communication styles score, that was 0. And since I wanted to develop that, and considering that, I approached a person and asked for help, as it is said that the person who has direct communication style, they clearly express their thoughts and requests. They do not hesitate asking for help. And if you ask me, earlier I used to be very bad at making requests and help, asking for help. But this helped me to not only ask for the help, but I got the help, and finally I got some cash, because both of us were cashless yesterday. And then we both of us enjoyed the ice cream. Later on, as Charlie McKenzie has said, that asking for help is not giving up. In fact, it is refusing to give up. And considering that, I would say that this level 2 project 2 of the dynamic pathways has helped me to not only identify my primary leadership styles, but also has shown the path how I can move forward to develop the rest of the two leader communication style back to MOC. And before I move forward, I just want to answer the question of my evaluator, that is, what is calisthenics. So basically, it's a type of exercise when we see, there are two kinds of exercise, if I can differentiate. One, if we are doing any exercise using weight, right? Dumbbell, etc., whatever, that is almost a kind of gymming. Second one, if we do the exercises using our own weight of the body, that is called calisthenics, right? Hope I am clear. Calisthenics is all about doing exercises using your own body weight. For example, push up, sit ups, chin ups, pull ups, rope, etc. Thank you so much.
What a fantastic speech, Toastmaster Suraj. Uh, thank you so much for explaining what the pronunciation is also quite tricky.
Calisthenics, I think calisthenics.
Calisthenics.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Understood. So now I would like to move forward with our second speaker. And to call the speaker, I would like to call an incredible evaluator of our club, who is also a very good friend of mine, 2 times VPPR of TMCL, and immediate past president of Toastmasters Club of Lucknow. Toastmaster Shubham Sinha. Toastmaster Shubham, the stage is all yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rachita. And today we have our second speaker. Well, if you look at him, just you will feel happy because he is always happy and he is always ready to make others happy. Right now, he is a part of our Hindi Toastmaster Club. He is serving as Sergeant at Arms there. And also, a special thing about that, which I got to know, that he's a very good singer. And I hope he will show some good singing skills after his speech because it is going on. After first speech, we got to know about calisthenics. Now let's just listen a song after the speech by Toastmaster Harpreet Singh. So today, Toastmaster Harpreet is going to present his level 2, part 2 of effective of presentation mastery, and we'll see the effective body language in his speech. The purpose of speech is to show his effective body language, and the title of his speech is Fear. So, fear, Toastmaster Harpreet, fear, fear, Toastmaster Harpreet. The stage is all yours.
Hi, good evening, friends, my dear Toastmasters, and all the guests out here. Fear. Have you ever thought what fear is? The universal creator has not created anything like fear. He made us with things like happiness, sorrow, but not fear. We all created a thing, a thought named as fear. It's an emotion that we all have created. Let us imagine a 2-3 years old kid playing in a garden, not attended by anybody. The child comes across a snake, but as he's not attended by anybody, he picks the snake because he's fearless. He doesn't know it bites, it's harmful. He is not being taught about that. Then somebody of us comes to pick him up and says, "Oh, why have you picked this snake? He can bite you, he can harm you, you may die." The small kid, doesn't know what's death is, what's the fear of death. Then we tell the kid, like your dada or your dadi or some, we give an example. He went away, he died because of that, because of this. We created a fear in that small, nurtured child. Same ways when we grow up, this sense of fear grows within us. We are taught in school the fear to fail in the exams, the fear to lose a race, lose a sports event. And as the time flies, this emotion of fear is turned into losing a love life, losing a career, losing a marriage. Some or the other way, this emotion is within us, nothing else. Fear is nothing. This is the fear which is inside us, the inner feeling. The other way, the fear in the outer world is fear to lose our beauty, the fear to lose our figure, the fear to lose our health. And the greatest of the fear is death. All of us here are very much aware of the biggest fear, which is death. We are told from our childhood, marna to hai, sorry to say in Hindi, we all have to die. The fear is created. If you are born, you have to die. There's the fear. I tell you an incident from my life. In 2001, I got married, and just I say about 1.5 year of my married life. In 2003, I met a road accident. It was a head injury, and everything was shattered. I was shocked. I was in coma for 15 days on life support. You can imagine a young guy shattered with everything. Lost your body control, lost your business, and then came the fear. How will I manage the things? All the people around me, they created the sense of fear. Now, how will you stand up? How will you grow up? Will you grow up, or the life will stand still here only? You won't find anything to go forward. But the major thing is to overcome the fear, because fear is an emotion. It's within us. It's here, nowhere else. I tell you, if you think on this, it's very easy to overcome the fear, which I did. I worked on it. Worked very hard on that. And today, a well-to-do, self-esteemed, working in a very good environment and a very good position, Harpreet is standing in front of you all, speaking on this particular topic for the speech marathon. I lost control over my body. My left side was paralyzed. But yes, I'm standing over here speaking to you all. It's all about conquering fear. So let us all think over it. We can overcome fear in very easy way. So today's these words for you all are like saying, let us all decide, let us all think over it, be it the fear of changing a job, changing your lifestyle, to maintain your health, to maintain your career, to maintain your overall well-being. You have to work hard to conquer that fear, nothing else. Yes, we can, and we have to do that little bit for us. Nothing else is required. Let us take a pledge over here. I request you all, I urge you all to bring this change in you and let the things come forward. Because every change, every thought of overcoming the fear, some effort may take you to a different level of life, to a hard level of life, and you'll achieve good heights, great heights. Mark my words, this is the PowerPoint of my speech today. Over to you. Thank you.
That was a wonderful speech, Toastmaster Harpreet. I request everyone to give him a huge round of applause. Even if you're attempting for the very first time, it didn't feel like that. And it was very good. Thank you so much, Toastmaster Harpreet, for giving the speech and completing your level 2 project 2. We would also like to hear from you. Like Suraj already told us about that doing exercise with your body weight. You are expert in singing, so we would love to hear 2 words from you. You're not visible, Toastmaster Harpreet. It's just your cap and goggles. Yeah. Please, the stage is yours.
Thank you. जीत जाएंगे हम, जीत जाएंगे हम, तू अगर संग है, जिंदगी हर कदम एक नई जंग है, जिंदगी हर कदम एक नई जंग है, जीत जाएंगे हम, जीत जाएंगे हम, तो अगर संग है। Thank you. Over to you, Archita.
You're such an inspiration to a Toastmaster, Harpreet, and you have already won in your life. I feel, and thank you so much for singing this song for all of us. Now, uh, now moving forward to our third speaker, and to call the speaker of our third speaker, I'd like to call an outstanding evaluator I've heard, who is a pre-final year BTech student with a deep interest in self-help, psychology, spirituality, and books. He is always on a quest to make his life more lively. Adding to his achievements, he is the president of UGI Toastmaster Club. So let us all welcome Toastmaster Sanskar on stage to call his target speaker. Toastmaster Sanskar, over to you.
Thank you. Okay, so the particular individual I would be evaluating today, the speaker which you all gonna be hearing, is quite an interesting fellow. Firstly, let me tell you all that he is a second year student in United Institute of Technology, currently pursuing his Bachelor of Technology in Electronics and Communication Engineering. And he is quite a dynamic fellow, not just limited to his academic background of electronics, but also learning about astronomy, anthropology, history, doing swimming, playing badminton, and so much more. So this dynamic individual has been quite a well-spoken speaker over the past time. He has been also the first runner-up in the club level IC, which we recently held. So he is quite a good speaker. And the purpose that he would be serving, the speech which he would be giving, will be on his level 2, project 1, understanding your leadership style. And the purpose of this particular project is to identify your own primary leadership style, as well as discuss some aspects of your leadership style while giving some glimpse of the other leadership styles. So I am quite hopeful that my evaluatee would be giving a very great speech today and would be fulfilling his purpose. So now I would like to give back the stage to the EMOT to continue forward. Toastmaster Parachita.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sanskar, for explaining. So, Kanishk, Toastmaster Kanishk,
Yes, ma'am.
leadership beyond titles through actions. Leadership beyond titles through actions. Toastmaster Kanishk, over to you.
So, good evening, everyone. Thank you, Toastmaster Sanskar, for such a warm introduction. Leadership. Fellow Toastmasters and dear guests, what comes to your mind when you hear this word leadership? Can anyone answer that question in one word?
Action oriented.
All right. So, thank you for your response. So, when we hear the word leadership, we often think about CEOs, politicians, or military generals. But leadership is not just about these titles. It's about influence and responsibility. For a very long time, I used to think that leadership is all about standing in front of people and dictating them, directing them like a dictator, right? You do this, you do that. But one experience changed my perspective towards what leadership is. So my story is about my experience in a public park because I didn't find true leadership in any battlefield or in a boardroom, but in a very simple place, a public park. In my city, Prayagraj, there's a very famous public park named Alfred Park. Every year, Alfred Park or Company Garden conducts a very beautiful flower show. Families from different parts of the city participates in this winsome flower show with their flower pots. And if you visit that park on that very occasion, you would witness exquisite rows of flowers shining in the bright sunlight. Everything is glamorous, and it's still going on, by the way. But the day after the show, it's a completely different story. All that glamour and exquisite of the flower show turns into garbage and dirt. All those flowers, everything turned into squalor. So, one year, my school decided to conduct a cleanliness drive to the Alfred Park, where I was selected as the head boy, whose responsibility was to head around 100 to 120 volunteers from classes 6th to classes 8th, from classes 6th to 8th. I was damn excited. I said to myself, leader, every single volunteer will work at my beck and call, and I can do anything. I had that dictatorial mindset back in those days. So, as we entered the park, we all got startled by that dirt and garbage when we witnessed that, which was all scattered across the park. Because just a day before, we were celebrating nature in the form of this winsome flower show. But on the other day, we just killed it with all that plastic waste, all sorts of waste, both biodegradable and non-biodegradable. So the task of cleaning up the garbage, all the litter around, we found it quite overwhelming, right? All the volunteers. And the first instinct I had in my mind was to give commands to all the volunteers. After all, I was the leader. But I thought, will that really work? Will my arrogance solve the problem for which my school has orchestrated this cleanliness drive? Instead of giving commands, I gathered my team and I asked every single volunteer how we can solve, not every single, but many volunteers who were sub leaders, right? That how we are going to solve this problem, how we are going to clean the entire mess. Some said we should start from cleaning this particular portion of park. Some said we should deal with the reusable wastes first, and so on and so forth. So instead of imposing my ideas, I listened to every person and I realized that true leadership isn't about giving instructions. It's about involving people so they can have equal ownership of the task and they can get things done successfully. It's about having that democratic spirit as a leader. So while we were, cleaning the park, we were going through all the process of cleaning the park. I saw a couple of passerby deliberately throwing wrappers of chips and toffee, and they were laughing on us. On one hand, we were cleaning the park, and they were deliberately throwing the garbage, the wrappers, just to tease us. I got antagonized, and I had two options in my mind. The first option was to gather my boys and declare a full-fledged war on those people and beat the hell out of every single street urchin littering the grounds. Right? That was the first choice which I had. And the second choice was to think calmly and maturely. I approached towards those passerbys, and picked those wrappers and smiled. And I said to them, thank you for the extra waste. All their laughter gone, and with a deep shame and embarrassment on their faces, they just walked away. And then I realized that a flexible leader does not act according to his emotions. He is someone who thinks strategically instead of getting, emotional and acting hysterically, responding too quickly. That's what I learned. By the end of this cleanliness drive, the park was much cleaner than before. And the best thing which happened with me was that I realized what true leadership is. And I got acquainted with my leadership qualities. So the two major leadership qualities which I found in myself, the first one was democratic, to listen to your people, the ones who are working under you, instead of indoctrinating your ideas. And the second thing was flexibility, not acting, not letting your emotions control your actions, right? Like I got antagonized, thought of, taking a fight with those people, but acting responsibly. So these are the two facets I learned, I developed um, during that phase of my life. Thank you very much, everyone.
What an amazing speech, Toastmaster Kanishk. I request everyone to give a huge round of applause to our all three speakers for completing their level 2, project 2 and some project 1s. Thank you,
Thank you.
Toastmaster Kanishk, for delivering that speech. Now it's time for the question. I've prepared 3 questions from all the 3 speakers' speech, and I will ask questions one by one. First question from Toastmaster Suraj's speech. Which market Toastmaster Suraj and his friend was exploring near Marine Drive? Anyone? Anyone would like to? No, except Toastmaster Suraj.
लाइट कम कर दो अभी
Uh,
बुलेट गई है ठीक होने कहाँ गई है
Anyone would
Ice
like
cream
to?
parlor? Ice cream parlor?
Wearing
Yes, it
Kulava,
was.
I guess.
Yes, it was. It was Kolava. The market's name is Kolava, right? Ice cream parlor is the particular shop
Oh,
from
it's a
there.
shop. K. Rustam
Yeah.
Ji Company and Ice Cream Parlor.
Yeah. Thank you,
Coming
Toastmaster
with
Yamuna. Thank you, Toastmaster Yamuna Ajanta and Toastmaster Suraj. Now, the second question is from Toastmaster Harpreet's speech. Which reptiles example he has taken to explain the fear?
Snake. Snake.
Yes.
Child and snake.
Okay. Thank you, Toastmaster guest Yamuna Ajanta and Shubham. Now, the third question is from Kanishk's speech. It's a 2 question. He mentioned the name of a park, and the second he mentioned there was a show. Yes, Toastmaster Harpreet, you and Suraj, you can unmute and answer.
कंपनी पार्क एंड फ्लावर शो
Okay, Toastmaster Suraj?
It's Alfred Park.
Yes, correct. One correct from Toastmaster Harpreet and one from Toastmaster Suraj. It's Alfred Park, and they conduct a flower show. With this, my question ends, and I think many of you is listening to what's happening in the meeting. Now, I'd like to call our second. I'd like to move forward with our second segment, which is the table topics. And our table topic master today is someone who has achieved a lot in Toastmasters. I've already given his a small introduction, but now let me give a long intro of his. Currently he's pursuing his MBA from Great Lakes, Gurgaon. He started his role as secretary. He started his role in Toastmaster as secretary, then served 2 times as VPPR, then became the president of TMCL, and currently is also a part of Division PR team. Beyond Toastmaster, he's a childhood friend of mine and an explorer who loves traveling, cooking, and trying out new experiences. Now, let's welcome table topic master for today's meeting is Toastmaster Shubham. Toastmaster Shubham, this stage is all yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Achata. Thank you for a detailed introduction of mine. Well, hello everyone. Again, second time hello from my side. Today I'm the table topic master. But before introducing the role, introducing what is table topic. I guess we have different kind of audience today, different kind of participants. Like I guess Toastmaster Kanishk and Toastmaster Sanskar, you are students. Like I'm also students. You are undergrad students, and Toastmaster Ajanta, you are working somewhere in Guwahati, I guess, if I'm not wrong. Toastmaster Ajanta, you are preparing for some examination. Toastmaster Suraj is a working professional. So we all are doing different things. So Toastmaster Sanskar, Toastmaster Kanishk, tomorrow you will be sitting in an interview. You will be asked a random question. Toastmaster Chita, again, you also. So speaking impromptu, learning how to speak impromptu is a very good thing to know, and it's a very necessary thing to learn. So in table topic, what we learn is how to speak impromptu. I will give you a topic, and you have to speak for 1 to 2 minutes. Well, Toastmaster Ajanta at the timer of today's meet has already stated the timing, but again, for the sake of guest and Toastmasters, I'm going to I'm going to tell the timings. So on 1 minute, you will see a green card. On 1 minute 30 seconds, you will see a yellow card, and on 2 minutes, you will see a red card, and you will get a 30-second grace period of after that. But please don't go beyond that. And also, always try to make your speech in a structure like a opening, a body, and a conclusion, because it's a good way of representing a speech. And today, I'm not gonna give you a topic like a big topic. Today, I have thought to do a different thing. It's gonna be a easy thing also. At the same time, it's gonna be a tough thing also. It depends upon the person and how they think at that point of time. So today, I'm gonna give us a one-word table topic. It's not a sentence. It's not in a 2 or 3 words. It's not like that. I'm gonna give a one-word table topic to you all. Who's gonna volunteer, and you have to speak on that topic. And you can make your story. You can make anything from that. So who's gonna come first? Okay, Toastmaster Manoj and yes, Harsh, Toastmaster Harsh. Is it you?
Yeah, hi Toastmaster
Uh,
Shubham. Good
hi,
evening.
hi, Toastmaster Harsh. And we have guest Manoj also. So first we can we go with guest Manoj, Toastmaster Harsh?
Yeah, no problem.
Yeah. Yeah. Hello Manoj.
Hello, hello.
So I guess you got the rules. Like, I'm gonna give a topic.
Carry on.
So guest Manoj. Water. Water, guest Manoj.
Good afternoon, fellow Toastmasters and table topic masters, Shubham Sinha. I often love, I won't say love water actually, but that's one of the necessity. But I had this phobia of water actually. I mean, in terms of when I say phobia of water, is that I don't do swimming, and swimming is one of those kind of a skill, is a mandatory skill for someone like any kind of you need to learn that skills, at least not to swim, maybe having a basic swimming things. But whenever I go to swimming pool, I have this phobia of actually getting drowned because I know at the time that when I was a child, I was a friend of mine, I mean, from a different school, he passed away because he went for a kind of picnic and he drove into the water. So that phobia has always been drenching on my mind. And I think I always have this, whenever I see water, it comes to my mind actually when I go to swimming pool. But I took my son for a swimming pool many years ago, and he's same like me. He's same like me. I mean, he scares water. He don't want to go to swimming. One is that the water is very cold because initially when it is, but once you get into the water and do swimming, you will get into the flow of that, and you never feel that kind of thing. But that period of time, the first initial 1 minute time where you have to break the ice, that's where you feel that this is not for me. This is not for me. And I still feel myself, when I was doing swimming, my dad never pushed me back. And that was the feeling with me actually, is that because if you learn something new skill, whether it is swimming, whether it is any sports or anything, you need someone to push you from the back, to stay on the game so that you can able to up your game later on. And that's what I did with my son. He hates swimming, he hates good water, he hates wearing the swimming cap, especially because he feel his hair will get bald like me actually. But I always wanted him to do the swimming, and I pushed him for that one. Now I'm not saying he's a kind of a great swimmer, but at least he know that a self-saving skills he had developed over a period of time. If I have not pushed him, if I had not kicked him in his back and went in to ask him to do the swimming, he would have done it. So in any skills, you need someone to push you, someone give a bump or kick on your back so that you will start doing it. And that's what exactly what my son learned that swimming. Back to you, Shubham Sinha.
Thank you, guess Manoj. Well, I can totally relate with your speech because a few years back I was also the same person. Like I also have that phobia of water, swimming. But I also got a person, my elder brother, pushed me, and today I know a little bit of swimming. So thank you for attempting, and it was a great speech. Now our next speaker is already ready, and
Yeah,
is
Toastmaster Shubham, could you
yeah.
please tell me the rules? I was not able to listen the rule.
Okay, so it's a simple thing to Toastmasters. You have to just
Hmm.
I will be giving a one word table topic today. It's not a
Okay, okay.
sentence, it's not a 2 or 3 words, just a
Mhm.
one word. We'll come to Suraj and Kanishk soon. So
Can I
Toastmaster,
interrupt? Sorry.
yeah, please, Yamna.
Toastmaster Subham, I would also like to participate as a topic
Sure,
speaker. Thank you.
sure. After hers, you can speak.
Yeah.
So Toastmaster Harsh, speech, Toastmaster Harsh.
Speech. Speech is something that we as a Toastmaster all know. Yes, with the word speech, the first thing that comes to my mind is the online speech contest. Yesterday only, I have participated in the online speech contest. Though this time with not a motive to win, but to learn something new. Although again this time it's not the first time that I have participated in any competition. Before that, I have participated in the humorous speech contest, but I was not able to secure any position. Though at that time I was trying, I have participated to win the competition. It doesn't matter that at that time I was new. But if I talk about the online speech contest, the moment I started speaking, I was so confident that this time I will definitely win. Though, but due to some technical error, it's not the first time. Uh, it's the first time I have faced any technical error in any online meeting or online contest. So, like, due to that, I have to start my speech again. I'm not able to see the timer card. Doesn't matter. Due to this, I was not able to like see the, what do we say? I was not able to deliver my speech as the way I wanted. But moving forward, when the chief judge Toastmaster Manvi asked me to deliver my speech again. So at the second time, I started my speech again with same confidence, with same amount of enthusiasm, and with the same amount of flow. The way I started my speech, again I was confident that this time I will definitely win. Though moving forward, second time the technical glitch happened, and I was not able to complete my speech. But it doesn't matter. The motive for which I have participated in the competition, that is for learning. I got a learning experience, and that is enough for me. That's all. Over to you, Toastmaster Shubham.
Kudos to you, Toastmaster Harsh. Like your speech was full of inspiration. Like, yeah, we always the first thing we should focus on learning. Winning it comes along. First, you have to focus on learning, and it was a great attempt, Toastmaster Harsh. Now, Toastmaster Kanishk will come to you, but can you please go like before you? We can go with guest Yamuna. So guest Yamuna Pujari, are you ready?
I'm ready, Toastmaster Subham. Please go ahead.
So guest Yamuna, home, home, guest Yamuna. Also, can you please
Thanks.
switch on your camera? Great.
First of all, I would like to say thanks to you, Toastmaster Shubham, to give me such a beautiful word, home. Since I'm a homemaker, home is the beautiful place for me. I think for every woman in this world. Home is the place where I feel comfortable. Home is the place where I know myself. What can I do? What can I do better for my home? All my thinking roams around the place which I call home. And home is the place where you live with your family members. Without family members, home is a normal house, or we can say normal house which we can find anywhere in this world. But home is the only place which is like a temple for a wife, a husband, or for their kids. So home is such a auspicious place for everyone that we can feel relaxed. We can go there and sit in a corner, can think about our past, our present, and our future. And let me tell you honestly, home is the place that is a temple for me and for my children and for my husband. Over to you, Toastmaster Shubham. Thank you so much.
Please have a big round of applause for Yamuna. It was a very beautiful speech, Yamuna ji, and yeah, we all can totally relate with your speech. Yes, home is a temple, and all the ladies out there are the gods of that temple. So yesterday it was also a Women Day, so right now, yeah, happy Women's Day to all women out there. Now, where is Toastmaster Kanishk? Hi, are you ready?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Don't call me sir. Call me Toastmaster Shubham or Shubham.
Okay, Toastmaster Shubham, I'm ready.
Yeah. So Toastmaster Kanishk, exams, Toastmaster Kanishk.
Okay. Well, I need some time to think about it. 10 seconds at least. Well, exams. Sometimes this word, in fact, not sometimes, quite often this word tend to petrify us. But in reality, exam is an opportunity. We shouldn't see it as a challenge, as something, uh, you know, I should say petrifying, but but I think that we should see it as an opportunity because exam enable us to know ourselves better. They enable us to understand our own abilities better. So that's what I think about exams. Like my exams are going on, my semester exams are going on, where I'm in second year pursuing Bachelor's of Technology in Electronics and Communications. And yesterday I had my NAS exam, which was Network Analysis and Synthesis. That's the full form of this subject. It was a very difficult examination. It's a very difficult subject, and I was quite terrified about this exam. But when I gave it, I got acquainted with my knowledge and understanding of this subject. And since I belong to this branch of engineering, it is very important for me to understand because I have to pursue a career in this branch. It is very important for me to understand that where I stand today. And only my exams will let me know that how prepared I am. how able I am as an engineer. So in exams, think that we should see them as opportunities. We should have a positive uh, viewpoint, narrative towards exams instead of getting too afraid of them. Thank you.
Wow, very good Toastmaster Kanish. Yeah, it was a very good attempt, and like if I would have given this topic, so I would just like spoke about exam is a very like it's a very bad thing, or it's a time when I get tensed like that. But yeah, you attempted it very well. So thank you, Toastmaster Kanishk. Now we can go with Toastmaster Suraj. Okay, for Toastmaster Suraj. Okay, Toastmaster Suraj, Vaishali. Vaishali, Toastmaster Suraj.
A place, a historical place, which will introduce itself as soon as you enter this particular district. Yeah, if you find today in India, you can find so many girls having name Vaishali. You can find more than one place having name of Vaishali. But I will talk about my Vaishali, my district. This is the Vaishali district, which is called the workplace of Lord Gautam Buddha. Because when he left his palace, for the very first time, he stayed there and met his very first guru, teacher called Rudrak Ramput, and later on he moved forward towards Gaya. He again came back and preached several people there, and you know what? The pot which he used to have for some bhiksha, he gave it to a person living in that very place, Vaishali. And at the last time, he left from Vaishali towards the place where he took his last breath. Talking about the birthplace of Mahavir, Lord Mahavir, the last and 24th Tirthankar means person who got attainment of enlightenment knowledge. He born there, and that place still fascinates me whenever you go there. The place where he used to preach, that place you will find so many uh, snacks just enjoying there, and they will not bother you. Third important point is this is the place which has its origin of democracy. Today we all are so proud of saying that India is the mother of democracy. But in India, that was the place where democracy originated. And still, that Vishal fort is in its dilapidated condition, where 7,777 people, like today's parliamentarian, used to come there and used to discuss different social, economical, and uh, issues. Saying these three things, please visit the place which is called the origin of democracy, birthplace of Lord Mahavir, and workplace of Gautam Buddha. Back to table topic master.
Thank you, Toastmaster Suraj. Thank you so much for taking us all through the informational journey of Vaishali. And for sure, we will visit with you once. Now, at the end, like it's a last table topic speech, and I guess we can have Iqbal ji if you are willing to speak. Guest Iqbal. Toastmaster Gulzar.
Sorry, I'm in other task. Sorry.
Okay, okay, so no problem to ma'am. So anyone else wants to participate?
Master Shubham. Hi.
Toastmaster Harsh.
Yes,
Toastmaster Rachita.
Toastmaster Harsh, go ahead.
If you want, I can take one more topic, if you allow.
I have a topic for Shubham. Toastmaster Shubham. The topic is
Uh, okay.
Toastmaster Shubham. Presentation. Presentation, Toastmaster Shubham.
How many of you have give a presentation in your life? Any presentation, be it in school, college, anywhere. Toastmaster Janta, Toastmaster Sanskar, Suraj, you? We like I guess we all have uh, presented in front of audience. So, and how many of you felt a sense of fear at that time? Okay, we all. But today, after listening to Toastmaster Harpreet, what is fear? It's nothing. It's just an emotion. But this emotion I have faced many times, and right now I'm pursuing my MBA. And in MBA, like it's my third term, and I can say I have given more than say 36 presentation or around 40 presentation till now. It's my third term. It's been uh, 8 months or sorry 7 months, and I have given 36 plus presentations. And in initial days, I was like, yeah, though I'm a Toastmaster, but again, when I stood in front of audience and when I have to learn different things, different topics on which I have to speak, it's a very tough job. And also there are two reasons. The first one, you have to learn, and second reason, you don't have time to prepare for it. Like again, tomorrow I have a presentation of human resource management. It's a subject in my this term, but I haven't read that presentation, and still I need to learn that. And I guess I will not do it today. Again, I'm gonna do it tomorrow morning because it's my second class. So just a recommendation for you all: if you have a presentation, just learn it, because I have experienced that if you have learned, or if you have confidence on what you are speaking, you speak pretty well, be it anything, a speech, a presentation, anywhere you speak. So just learn it and just understand it, and you will kill it. Back to me only, because I'm the table topic master. And I believe now we all have spoken. Toastmaster Harsh, today we have three evaluations. So I guess in the next meet, you can have two table topic speech.
Okay, promise.
Okay, yeah, promise.
Okay.
Initial two, you will only speak. Then others will speak. Okay. So thank you all for participating in table topic speech. I hope you enjoy it and you learn how to give impromptu speeches. And now back to our MOC of today's meet, Miss President of Toastmaster Club of Lucknow, Toastmaster Rachita.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shubham. That was an exciting table topic session, I must say. And just give me a second, yeah. So, first of all, I'd like to say, everyone, please give a huge round of applause for all the speakers who participated in today's table topic session. Very well done to all the speakers. Now, before moving further with our evaluation segment, I have a few questions. Now let's see how well you all were listening to the table topic speakers. So the very first speaker was Toastmaster Manoj, and he has a fear of something. Can anyone tell me what was his fear? Except Shubham, Toastmaster Shubham, you don't have to answer any of the questions. Yes, Toastmaster Harpreet and Toastmaster Punita.
It was swimming.
Okay, yes, Toastmaster Punita.
Water.
Yes, it was the fear of water, because of which he fears swimming also. Thank you, Toastmaster Harpreet and Toastmaster Punita, ma'am. The second speech was Toastmaster Harsh's speech. So he mentioned a contest. Can anyone tell me which contest he participated yesterday?
Yes.
Yes, Toastmaster Punita.
Online speech contest.
Yes, it was online speech contest and it is different from ISC. For ISC, you need to complete your level 2, but for online speech contest, anyone can participate, any paid member of the club. So the third speech was from guest Yamuna. She mentioned home is a. It is more like a fill in the blanks. Home is a dash. Yes, Toastmaster Harpreet.
Temple.
Yes, correct. The home is a temple. And her speech was so heart touching. She was true in that term. It is a temple. Now the fourth one is Kanishk. What was his speech title? What was his topic for the table topics? Yes, guest Yamuna. You can unmute and answer.
Exam.
Yes, correct. It was exam. The third one is Toastmaster Suraj. He mentioned Vaishali is a birthplace of Lord Dash.
Mahavir.
Yes,
Lord Mahavir.
yes, it was Lord Mahavir. Lastly, Toastmaster Shubham. He is currently doing his MBA. He mentioned in which term he is, like which term he is currently.
Third.
Yes, yes, Yamuna, you can also speak by unmuting yourself.
Third. Third
Yes,
term.
his third term of his MBA journey. Now with this, I have only these questions. Now it's time to hear from our evaluators as well. So let me just call our first evaluator, Toastmaster Punita, to evaluate Toastmaster Suraj's speech. Over to you, Toastmaster Punita.
Just a minute. I think somebody is on the gate. Just allow me 10 seconds.
Yes, yes, sure. Till then, if Toastmaster Shubham.
Give me 10 seconds. Just my kid is around. Just
Okay,
10
okay,
seconds.
okay, Punita. So Suraj, how are you feeling?
Okay. For speech, good. When you deliver your long, much awaited project.
Yeah. So
Yes.
shall I start?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So Toastmaster Suraj, first of all, I should congratulate you because it was a long pending speech, as you said, as you mentioned now. So about dynamic, so your pathway was dynamic leadership. And the best thing about your speech was that there is a sense of enthusiasm when you speak. And I think that's a very important quality of a speaker. So in that ways, your speech was very good because if a person is enthusiastic, so people will listen to that person. So that's a very good quality. Secondly, I really like that you gave multiple examples in your speech to explain uh, your communication style or whatever you learned during with your experiences. Like you mentioned about supportive communication style, analytical communication style, where you mentioned about how it is important to adapt to a communication style, knowing what's going around. And then the examples was of TLI, as well as when you went with your friend to a place where only cash was allowed. And one more, there were few lines and few words which you mentioned, which were very good and quite suitable for the speech. That is, asking for help is not giving up. So the message is so clear in this, like even leaders can, or even while communicating, communication doesn't mean that you have to do everything. Even it's important to communicate and ask for help whenever required. So it's very important for your growth because you cannot do everything. You need a supportive environment, and supportive communication style is very important. Even leader needs support. You cannot do anything without a team or without support of any other members in your team. So supportive communication style you really justified with this statement. The other statement you mentioned, which was very nice, like stone the path. So yes, obviously, whenever we take step or whenever we learn things, generally we stone the path. So that line, those words were also beautiful in the speech. The only thing I would suggest uh, are first was because I could not see the hand gestures. Even you were putting some hand gestures in between, so it was just cut. It was just this portion, not even the half portion of the hand was visible. So maybe whenever you are on the screen, whenever giving speech, you can just move a little backward, so at least the hand gestures are visible. Secondly, uh, there was little bit grammatical mistakes here and there, which is fine. But let me give you just example. So it was like uh, pronunciation for behaving was behaving. So that could be changed. And secondly, it was mindset, like our mindset was changed. So mindset is something fixed. So we changed our mind. You and your friend changed your mind. So this is all about my suggestions. And one thing, your enthusiasm was very nice. Usage of words and examples were very good. Only you need to work on a little bit on pronunciation and correct usage of words and hand gestures. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Punita, for giving such an insightful evaluation to Toastmaster Suraj. With this, I would like to move forward with our second evaluator, Toastmaster Shubham Sinha. Toastmaster Shubham, over to you.
Well, let's wait for the timer to reset the time, I guess.
Yes, Toastmaster Ajanta, you can change the background. Yeah. Toastmaster Shubham, you can start.
Fear has no brains. It's an idiot. And you proved it in your speech, Toastmaster Harpreet. Congratulations on completing your level 2 project 2 of presentation mastery. What inspiring and motivating speech it was. I recalled every moment of my life when I was in sense of fear. And now I just think that okay, it was just an emotion and I could overcome that at that point of a time also. Well, your speech was very good. You delivered it very well. But a perfect speech is a myth. Like you can't deliver a perfect speech. So I have some recommendation and commendation for you. So first, some commendation. You started with a question for grabbing the attention for the of audience. And it was a very good thing to do. But at the same time, you could have waited at that time because after asking a question, you started speaking the next part. After asking a question, you could have wait for any responses or just a small pause to give validation for your question. And after that, you give different examples, like the child and snake example. It was a very good example, Toastmaster just repeat. And you just explain different fear, like how it's just an emotion. It's nothing, and it's an emotion. And it was very well explained, Toastmaster repeat. And after that, you explain us the fear through your example, the accident, how you overcome that, and how you're speaking in front of us. And at the end, you just give the overall gist and you concluded. The structure was good. And a very good thing about your speech was your hand gestures. Like your hand gestures were very good because the purpose of your speech was to give to have a good body language and to work upon your body language. So I have few recommendation for you. Though it was your first speech in English in your speaking Toastmaster Club, so you did a very great job. And kudos to you on that. a small recommendation, you can just work on three things: VPT, voice modulation, pauses, and transition. I know I have heard you in Hindi Toastmaster Club, and you are a very good speaker. You have a very good structure. Everything is good. So what you can do, just the voice modulation. When you were speaking about the road accident, you could have just give a emphasis on your voice, like I met with a road accident, or you could have just showed it through your words, through your emotions. And adding on to that, pauses. Like pauses are the very necessary thing. It's a very important thing in a speech. Where to take pause, where to give time to audience to absorb your speech, to absorb that emotion. And at the end, the transition. While going from one part to the another part, like the story part to their personal story, just have a little transition. Overall, it was a great speech. Just work on the VPT, voice modulation, pauses, and transitions. All the best for your future speeches, Toastmaster speech.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shubham, for giving such a wonderful evaluation within the time limit, I feel, and for that VPT. With that, I would like to move forward with our next evaluator, Toastmaster Sanskar, to evaluate Toastmaster Kanishk's speech. Toastmaster Sanskar, the stage is yours.
Thank you, Toastmaster Archita. Okay, so we all heard Toastmaster's wonderful speech, which demonstrated his leadership style in public among the individuals. After listening his speech carefully, I can vouch for one thing, that he has fulfilled the purpose of the project, which was to understand his own leadership style and to share some aspect of it. So congratulations, Toastmaster Kanisk. You have successfully completed level 2 project 1 of your educational pathway in Toastmasters. Your speech was well structured, and I must say, see, in Toastmasters, when we go with the previous levels, we learn with the previous levels like the body language, the vocal variety, which you learn in level 1. We encourage members that when they proceed in the further levels, then they don't forget about the level 1 learnings they have got. So they keep on inducing those aspects like body language and vocal variety in the further speeches in like in level 2, level 3, which is not particularly emphasizing on those aspects. So you had those aspects. You had body language, you had vocal variety. Okay. But it would have been great now. See, when a person improves, then we expect him to improve even more further, right? So you have been already doing good with the vocal variety and body language. It would have been more amazing if you could induce more vocal tonality, variety of vocal tonality. I mean, see, vocal tonality has depth in it, like vocal variety has pitch, loudness, and all those things, the quality of sound. But vocal tonality has depth of emotions in it. So when you were telling about those people who were throwing rappers on the street, now imagine you would have just said that I could have acted in that way. You said that, like, I could have acted in that way, but rather I hanged them. Now, here you could have induced that vocal variety of vocal tonality by an element of surprise, by adding a humorous touch, by saying, but in my mind, I was thinking to beat the hell out of them. See, you were telling a serious topic, but now you suddenly switch to the humorous tone, a sudden switch in the vocal tonality. And with this, the thing happens is that you keep the audience hooked with you. Audience has a quite a less of attention span, and it's our content. It's about how we deliver to them. That's keep them hooked. And in public speaking, that's important. You could have also used props with yourself, like with your speech, to make it more effective. Like it was a cleanliness drive, so you could have added waste products. You could have used those toffee wrappers. So these are the things which you could further induce in your speech to make it more effective. And overall, it was an amazing speech, and you have delivered it very well. And all the best for your future speeches. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sanskar. By
Thank
the way,
you.
I would have definitely used props if it had been an offline speech. I thought of using props, but all of a sudden it was planned that we'll have an online speech for this. Thank you, anyways.
Well, that shows your dynamicness, that how like all of a sudden you came up with a speech, you prepared it, and you delivered so well. Kudos to you for that.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sanskar and Toastmaster Kanishk, for coming and taking up the roles today, and Toastmaster Sanskar for giving such a wonderful evaluation to Toastmaster Kanishk. Now I would like to move forward with my questionnaire now. So just give me a second. I have only one question from the evaluation, the whole evaluation segment, because it's already time. Now, the question is, Toastmaster Shubham mentioned a word, VPT. Can anyone tell me the full form of those? Yes, Yamuna. You can unmute and tell me.
I think V stands for voice modulation,
Yes.
P for pause, and
Yes.
T for transition. I think
Yes.
so, if I remember. Thank you.
It's correct. It's correct. And it's a really good approach, which we also use in our evaluation contests to ace the contest. With this, I think we are done with our speakers, evaluations, and table topics. And we are almost at the end of today's session. So before I wrap up and before I end the meeting, as we don't have our tech master today to launch the polls for the best speaker, everyone present here in the meeting can direct message me or can chat, can send their vote for the best speaker, best evaluator, and best table topic speaker personally to me.
Before that, Toastmaster, sorry to interrupt. Like we can confirm from the timer, is there any disqualification for any speech?
Okay, yeah. Yeah, Toastmaster Ajanta, I just forget to call the timer to present her report. So I would like to also call Toastmaster Ajanta on stage to please present her report and let us know who all are disqualified.
Just wait a minute.
Okay. Okay, Toastmaster Ajanta, when you're ready, just let me know. In the meantime, I would like to talk to the guest and people present here in the meeting.
Harchita, I'm ready. I have sent the screenshot here in the chat. And should I present the screen also? Okay, I think I can share the screen. Wait a minute, just a minute.
Okay.
Is it visible now?
Yes, it is visible.
Okay. Huh. So, according to report, only Toastmaster Suraj was the one who exceeded the time limit for the speech marathon, and he exceeded the time limit for the table topic session also. And Punita ma'am also exceeded the time limit while evaluating, while all other members spoke very well and were within the time limits. So this is the report.
Thank you, Ajanta, for presenting this very detailed report. And as you are doing this role for the first or second time as a new Toastmaster, this is amazing. Kudos to you. And
Thank you.
I request everyone to give her a huge round of applause for presenting such a nice report for everyone. Thank you, Toastmaster Ajanta.
Thank you, everyone.
Yeah, you can stop sharing.
I'm just yeah, I'm doing that.
With this, I request everyone to please share your vote to me in the chat box. And in the meantime, I would like to talk to our Toastmasters and guests both present here. Just in a sentence, for Toastmasters. In one sentence, please let us know what is that thing which you love about Toastmasters. This is only for the Toastmasters. And for guests, what is that one thing which you liked most in today's meeting? Now I will go one by one. First, Toastmaster Harpreet, over to you.
Yeah, for Toastmasters, the best thing I love is meeting you guys and learning from you.
Thank
Over
you,
to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Harpreet. Now moving forward, before moving forward with anyone else, I would like to repeat once again for the name of the speakers today who are qualified: Toastmaster Harpreet and Toastmaster Kanishk. These are the two speakers, prepared speakers for today's meeting. For evaluation, Toastmaster Punita was disqualified. So for the evaluation, we had Toastmaster Shubham Sinha and Toastmaster Sanskar. You can give your vote for any of them. Now for table topics, we have 6 speakers: Toastmaster Manoj, Harsh, Toastmaster Yamuna, Toastmaster Kanishk, Toastmaster Shubham, and Toastmaster Suraj. You can share your response with me. I already received from Kanishk, Harpreet, Toastmaster Harpreet, Yamuna, guest Yamuna, not from Toastmaster Shubham yet. Toastmaster Sanskar has already shared. Toastmaster Ajanta, you can also share. Toastmaster Suraj shared already. Now I would like to move forward with the questions. To Toastmaster Shubham, what is that one thing which you love about Toastmasters?
Well, love everything about Toastmaster. Just given me a platform, good friends, good connections. So I love everything.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shubham. This is a similar case which happened to me too. In starting, I personally did not like it, but now I love it because now I got to know what is it actually. In starting, I feel very cut off, like I don't want to come and give speeches, but now feel so like it gives a feeling of confidence when you speak. Now I would like to ask Toastmaster Sanskar.
Yeah. So what I feel like I like about Toastmasters is, see, like I Toastmasters in general have this but my UJ Toastmasters club had, like, I have been a part of that particular club, so I can talk only about that particular club itself. But as well as like other clubs I visited, there's one thing which I like the most is the positive environment, the non-judgmental and supportive, the safe space which Toastmasters have developed. That's a really good thing. Uh, like in UGI, as a student, our lives are very hectic. We have to hear things out of like parents, teachers, and word everyone. So for us, Toastmasters is a place like where we meet once a week and forget about all those things and relax, develop ourselves, contribute to our growth. So that's what I like about Toastmasters, the environment it gives.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sanskar for sharing that. And this is very true that the environment it provides a non-judgmental kind of environment where we all feel safe while speaking. This is a big thing which we don't get anywhere else, especially in our professional lives. So with this, I would like to move forward with Toastmaster Suraj.
Toastmaster, Toastmaster Club of Lucknow. So whenever someone asks me about Toastmaster, first of all, let me answer you in the very first row. That is Toastmaster is like a family. Right? This is the main answer. And second thing is that I can recollect the memory when I joined the meeting for the very first time. Every time I share with everyone, whenever someone asks me about the Toastmaster, that the way it has its own structures of meeting and the way it has its own mechanism, and the way it has its own volunteers as well as different role takers, like everything has its own way of improving or way of bringing improvement in any individual, which can which covers almost all the aspects of the communication. And that ultimately we just need to be a bit serious about our role and our speech. I mean, I'm saying, I know that even if I have taken lots of time to deliver my second level 2 project too, but again this is something which I would have done long before. But again, I think once we start becoming a bit serious about our roles and just show a little more curiosity, preparing for their speeches, talking to mentors, and connecting with the other club members. In online club, what is a challenge which I can see that people are not meeting in person, so connection is a bit weaker than the people who are sharing connection with within offline club. So that is something which I can say. Otherwise, all over, this TMCL has always been like a family for me. Back to
Thank
you,
you so
MS.
much, Toastmaster Suraj, for giving such a uh, detailed feedback about Toastmasters. And yes, sometimes we feel disconnected in online meeting, but when we meet, it's more than it's like we feel more connected than in person meetings or than in person people who are meeting on daily basis. So it happened last year. I am again planning it to be happen in this year as well in May. But let's see what happens. We'll share about the details later. Now I'd like to again mention one thing that I asked the feedback in a sentence or in just one or two sentence. With this, I would like to call Toastmaster Kanishk. You can give your feedback again in one or two sentence only.
Ma'am, can you repeat?
Yes, there is no need to call me ma'am. I just asked a small question. What you love the most about Toastmasters?
Honestly speaking, there are many things which I love about the Toastmasters Club. Well, I really love the community, the supportive community which we have here. It provides us a platform to present ourselves in front of people and develop our speaking skills. So these are the two things which I love the most about the Toastmasters Club. That's
Thank
it.
you.
Many other things,
Thank
in
you.
fact. Yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay,
Thank you,
thank you,
Toast.
Toastmaster Kanishk. There are a lot of things we all love about. We will do a team mod on this. Okay, and we all will share what we love most about the Toastmaster. I think we have Ajanta left only. Before that, I would like to talk to guest Yamuna. As a guest, what do you love the most about today's meeting?
Okay. Thanks to you. Um, I will talk about Toastmaster platform. For me, the Toastmaster platform is a platform where I get connected with my extended family. I think all the Toastmasters are like family members. And the number two, through this platform, I get my own identity. I always tell other people that I'm the Hindi Toastmaster. And this is my first table topic in English Toastmaster in English language. So it gives me an identity which I was looking for. Thank you.
That's amazing, Toastmaster. So you're a Toastmaster in a Hindi club, right?
Yes, I live in Bahrain, and from 8 months, I'm a Hindi Toastmaster, and
Okay.
I am starting my level 4 very soon. Thank you.
That's amazing, Toastmaster Yamuna, and all the best for your level 4. Now, I would like to ask Toastmaster Ajanta. You are a very new Toastmaster, but till now you have attended 4-5 meetings with us. So, what did you love the most about our meetings?
First of all, so thank you for asking this question. And since I have been joining since December, and I have skipped many meetings, but yeah, it was fun to join, and it was very interesting to talk with people here. So it is very good.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Toastmaster Ajanta. And I'm very happy that you shared your report very well today. Now, with this, I would like to announce the winner for today's meeting. So we have three winners. We have four winners today. We have three roles, but four winners. So there is a tie between the speakers. And if Suraj was not disqualified, he was also tied with Toastmaster Kanishk and Toastmaster Harpreet. So I request everyone to give a huge round of applause to Toastmaster Kanishk and Harpreet for winning this, and Toastmaster Suraj also. Second, for evaluations, uh, there is again a slight, uh, slight difference in both the speakers who are not disqualified, because Toastmaster Punita was disqualified. So Toastmaster Shubham and Sanskar, Toastmaster Shubham won as the best evaluator with a single or one or two vote only. So congratulations, Toastmaster Shubham, for that. And for table topics, this is a very easy guess, I think. Anyone would like to guess who could be the best table topics speaker? I can see no hand raised. Ajanta is speaking something. Yes.
A guest, Yamuna. Yes.
Yes.
From
Very
foreign land.
it was correct. And it's so obviously I just felt her speech very heart touching. So guest Yamuna, many congratulations to you for winning this table topic segment. And with this, I would like to end uh, my role of MOC here, and would like to hand over the stage back to Toastmaster Suraj.
Thank you so much, Toastmaster Ashita, MOC of the day, today's meeting. And I'm so glad to see the meeting. And initially, when we joined, I mean, the way we all, I mean, the Toastmasters Club of Lucknow has been struggling a little bit in terms of starting the meeting in time. But we all are improving it, and we will improve it for sure in near future. And I want to thank each and everyone present here who have joined even as well, but left for just because of some commitments. And for the first time, I'm seeing at this meeting, Toastmasters Club of Lucknow's meeting, Sanskar Agrahari. I think I have met you earlier, and I'm so glad that you came. And Kanish, Toastmaster Kanish, I have met him before. And for the very first time, I'm seeing here someone, our speaker too, the Toastmaster Harpreet Singh, whose speech uh, very well helped us to overcome fear. And the guest. Today's guest is Yamuna Pujari ji. Ma'am, thank you so much for coming, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in our next meetings. And I would love to listening to your speech, the way you have mixed your feelings. Just speaking about the home. I think that was amazing. And thank you so much again, everyone, and looking forward to seeing all of you in the next meeting. And now I think Sergeant at Arms is not there, but whom should I
You
or
can
should
end.
I? Okay. So with this, I adjourn the meeting officially. So thank you so much, everyone, once again.